Flack math! Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Flack math!
Here we go. Number one, the top walking deck of a ship is 120 feet long. This is only 3/11ths of the length of the ship. How long is the ship?
Yes.
So look at that second sentence. You see it?
No.
Let's translate that. How do you say this?
This.
This, what is this referring to?
S.
What is this referring to? Read the first sentence.
The number 120 feet.
That's right, 120. How do you say is?
Equals
How do you say 3/11?
311
How do you say of?
multiplication.
And how do you say length of ship? That's our variable. That's what we're trying to find out. Look at the third sentence. How long is the ship? That's what we're trying to find out. We can solve this equation. How do you do it?
It's
Multiply 120 by 11.
By 11/3, that's right. You could do it by 11 and then you just have to divide by 3. Same thing, good job. So divided by 3/11ths, divided by 3/11ths. So we end up dividing fractions. How do you divide fractions?
You don't.
You don't. So this equals L. So you can cross reduce if you want, or you can just multiply across and at the end of the day, you get 440.
You mean 444?
I definitely mean 440.
No, you're wrong. Think about it.
It's 140.
Okay, any questions with number one?
He's wrong.
So you could draw a diagram if you want with the ship and try to figure it out. I think it's easy just to translate. They give you all the information. Remember, English is confusing. So get it out of English, put it in the math, and then you can solve this. Once you get here, all of you know how to figure that out. Okay, number two.
Yeah.
Apollo traveled 54 leagues in 3 days. Should we simplify that? What's a better way to say 54 leagues in 3 days?
54.
You have to go potty?
No. The practice test, it says 13 when it's actually 17.
Bro, you actually do the work.
Does it?
Just write the number.
That's test 17.
Practice test.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. That's a free problem.
Set B.
Thank you. I thought you had to go potty because
No.
you're like,
Yeah. Free problem set.
Where was it?
but thank you.
Let's say
Thank you
that's
for
a
helping me
problem
out.
set.
If you see another clerical error, then let me know.
Okay.
Okay, what's a better way to say 54 leagues in 3 days?
6.
That's like I went 80 miles per 2 hours. What's a better way to say 54 leagues in 3 days?
Leagues per day.
54.
Per day. So how many leagues per day is that? I think that's 18.
No.
Okay.
So 54 leagues per day. Reduce it per 3 days. You divide them both by 3 and you get 18 leagues per day.
This is stressful.
Okay, so there's our rate. But look at the next sentence. It says, then he tripled his rate. What does that mean?
He tripled his speed.
Times
Yep. So how do you triple 18 leagues per day?
No way.
So here's what some students have done in the past on this test. They do this.
What?
3/1.
So it's not 54 leagues in 3 days. Okay. So do not multiply. This is multiplying by 1, right? We want to multiply by 3. Okay. So you're just tripling the number of leagues it takes per day. That's what it means to triple your rate. So this becomes 54 leagues. We're back to 54 again, but this time it's in 1 day.
How's the water?
So technically, you could have done it from here. If it takes 3 days to go 54 leagues, if you triple your rate, it's only going to take 1 day to go 54 leagues.
You
Yes.
said 10 instead of 1.
No, that's a D.
It said B. Okay, I got it.
Dark.
All right, but keep it up. You're going to get me. You're going to get me. All right, now this is our final rate that we have to apply to the next sentence,
Just a long problem.
which is how long will it take to go 594 leagues at the new speeds? How do you figure that out?
Multiply.
What are you going to multiply?
I don't know.
So you could do unit multipliers, or let's put it in something that we understand. let's say you're going 50 miles per hour. How long will it take to go 300 miles?
At least like.
Yeah, you're gonna divide, right? What is it?
It's 3 hours.
So 6 hours. So 50 miles, but you got the right 300 miles per hour. 300 miles at 50 miles per hour is 6. So you're just dividing. So you could divide 594 by 54. Okay.
My eyes.
Anyone know what that is?
What?
It's just 11.
No,
So 11 days. Okay. So if this is our rate, we could have done this, guys. We could have used unit multipliers by going 594 leagues. But unit multiplier would be 1 day over 54 leagues. You guys remember doing unit multipliers? This is another option. You can do it that way if you want. So at the end of the day, you get 11 days. Okay, so there's multiple ways you can do this. Do whatever works for you, okay? You don't have to do it my way. I have a few different ways, but if you have another way you do it and you're good at it, then do it. All right. How many problems is number 3?
6.
Yes, please don't skip over 6. If you are questioning at all about these, then let me know, okay? So let's see, 3A. A is asking for a fraction when all you're given is a decimal or a percent. Okay, well actually you're just given a decimal. How do you turn a decimal into a fraction?
You don't.
Decimal.
Well, you just say that decimal. How do you say 0.76? What's the right way to say 0.76?
0.
You have to spit. This is a spitter. How do you say 0.76?
76.
76 what?
100.
100, because it's 2 places over. So guess what? This is a fraction. Now all you have to do is reduce it. Okay? So how do you say 0.39?
3,900.
3,900, right? Okay, so all you have to do is reduce this. How's this reduce? What goes into both?
38.
1.
2. 38.
So 2, but then that can go
38.
more. So you end up getting 19/25. You can take a 2 out and then you can go again. Or you can take a 4 out right away and it's 19/25. Everybody good?
Yep.
Wait, a water
With
bottle
A?
just pulled up.
Extra sauce. Okay.
All right, well, what is this as a percent?
Ben, is this yours?
Hey
Yeah.
guys, who
See?
cares? No,
Xavier stole it from
we're
me.
done. We're done.
That's
Stop.
his, though.
Stop being distracting. Okay, how do you say 76 over 100?
76 over 100.
Okay, now how do you say that as a percent?
76%.
Yeah, because this is literally what this means, 76%, right? So this is 76%. Or you just move the decimal over 2 places from the decimal. It's easier to go from a decimal, right? The easiest part of this table is going from a decimal to a percent or a percent to a decimal, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at C. What are we asking for C? We're just given a fraction. Okay, so if you're going to struggle, it's going to be with this one. And here's the struggle. Just remembering what to do.
Not hard.
If you have a calculator, you can do it in 3 seconds. What do you do on a calculator? You divide, right. You divide, yes.
You move the decimal places too.
Okay,
Just
that's after you get the decimal, then you can change it to a percent by doing it. But you got to get the decimal first. 5 over 8. It's just 5
0.625.
divided by 8. But on a calculator, you can do it if you want. So it's 0.625.
Yeah.
Okay, now what is that as a percent?
62.5.
Right, you just move the decimal over 2 places. Okay, so guys, how do you change a fraction to a decimal?
You don't. You divide.
You divide. Top number divided by bottom number. Use a calculator. It's easy. Okay, just put what you see on the calculator.
I'm writing down the answers.
All right, now E. Okay, so we're going from a percent. We have to get a fraction. How do you say 82% as a fraction?
82 over 100.
There's
That's
an
right.
E.
82 over 100, but you got to reduce it. So that's got to be your final answer. If you just say 82 over 100, I'm going to give you half credit for that problem. Okay, make sure you reduce it. All right, well, let's forget about that fraction. Now, how do you change 82% to a decimal?
You don't.
Just move it over 2 places, 0.82. You're done. Okay, can you guys handle doing this table?
No.
What was D?
So D is, since 5/8 is 0.65, the percent is just moving it over 2 places, like you said. So 62.5%. Okay?
Or G.
Hey, how do you write elephant percent as a fraction?
It's not a thing.
How do you write elephant percent as a fraction?
Just again, not a thing.
Big percent.
Big percent.
E%.
Okay, how do you write 73% as a fraction? Okay, so how do you write elephant percent as a fraction? Elephant over 100. So whatever the percent is, just put it over 100. And then if you can reduce it, reduce it. If you can't, then you're done. 73%, you're done. 73 over 100. Okay, number 4.
Oh,
The ratio of sailors to pirates. Okay, so I'm going to make a little ratio box. Everybody okay with this?
No.
Was 18 to 19.
I don't understand this.
Okay, so you don't have to do it this way. If you have another way you'd rather do it, you can. But whenever I see the word ratio, I just do tic-tac-toe. Okay? So here's the deal. Here's the ratio column, and it tells us the ratio. Ratio of sailors to pirates is 18 to 19. Okay? If there were 198 sailors, this is where the actual numbers go. Where's the 198 go? Where's it go?
The place where
Across from the 9.
So it goes, but it's sailors. So see how the sailors have to line up with the sailors and the pirates have to line up with the pirates. Okay? So now do you see the proportion here?
Yep.
We can fish method. Boom. Or you can figure that out if you want. That's times 11, but let's just fish method. Anybody want to do that on a calculator? What does that even mean, the fish method?
That means you multiply and then divide.
Yeah.
When
That
there's too
equals
big of numbers,
209.
you just say go fish.
That equals 209.
That too.
Okay. What'd you get, Xavier?
3 side at a time. I know. Ah!
So we're done. I got 209.
Nice. Okay, now
I
look.
did too, bro.
So good job, but do you guys understand how to get here?
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you see the ratio problem, tic-tac-toe. Whenever you don't know, tic-tac-toe.
When you see ratio, tic-tac-toe.
That's right. So sailors, pirates is 18 to 19. They give you that in the first sentence. And then they give you an actual number. They're either going to say sailors or pirates. There's 198 sailors, so that it's got to go in the sailors row. Okay? And see how that leaves this one blank, and that's the only one you have left. So figure it out. Fish method.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do the pirates have ranks?
Do they have ranks?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
Maybe they're black flag pirates. Okay, number 5. So this is an English sentence. English is important, but math is importanter. So let's figure this out. How do I translate number 5 into math?
Oh, I should. Wait,
Don't.
what was the answer for number 4?
3.
209 sailors, or pirates. 209 pirates.
Oh.
You don't.
How do I say 40% in math?
40%.
Okay, so you could say 40 over 100, or you could change it to a decimal. How do you change a 40% to a decimal?
Move
Point
places
four.
twice.
Okay, so 0.4. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
So remember, percents are nice and cute, but they're useless when it comes to mathematical calculations. So you have to change it to either a decimal or a fraction. You guys okay changing it to one of those?
Can I change it to a percent?
You can use a percent, but how are you gonna write it? What are you gonna do with that little symbol thing? This is
Put it on
useless.
the answer. Put it on the answer.
It's not gonna work. Okay, but on a calculator, all you have to do is move it over 2 places. All right, how do you say of what number?
Multiplication.
And then what number? I'll just use n as my variable. How do you say is?
You don't.
And 54? All right, now how do you solve for n?
Divide.
You
Get rid
divide
of
4
4
by 4,
You do
and then
it
you
some-
divide 54 by 4,
Buddy, calm down.
which is not go even.
Relax, relax.
Doesn't go evenly, but that's okay. What's 54 divided by 0.4?
Wait, don't say anything. It is
I got it.
it is 13.
I got it.
What is it?
0.5. 13.5.
It's time for bed.
So you divided by 4.
That's what it is.
So if you divide by 0.4, it's 135,
Oh.
right? So
Yeah.
try that again. 54 divided by 0.4. Is that right? 135?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I was close.
So guys, to know that if you got this right, all you have to do is multiply 0.4 times 135 to see if you get it right. See if you get 54, and you do. Okay, number 6. What decimal part of 880 is 330? How do you say what decimal part?
Decimal part.
D times 8.
Yeah, what decimal part? You're looking for a D, so that's our unknown. And how do you say of?
Times.
880 is 330. Do you guys see that?
What? That's going backwards.
No, I'm just translating what decimal part of 880
Go
is
around the back
330.
of the chair.
Still.
So don't think about decimals. Now just solve this equation. How do you solve this equation? Take that earbud out, please. Okay, now we divide both sides by 880, right? Do you guys know what decimal we get?
You don't.
0.25.
0.25 something. 880.
There it is. When you do that on a calculator, thank God for calculators. Thank God for second semester pre-algebra. This is nice because now we're math. We don't have to do the legwork anymore because we've earned the right. You guys survived first semester pre-algebra. You've earned the right to use your calculator, so use it. Don't take your chances. Your calculator is smarter than you.
Wow.
Calculator is smarter than me.
Very,
Believe it or not.
very inspirational, my guy.
You just called the teacher my guy.
Yeah. That guy.
Guys, he's another human.
Right. Am I your human?
What's
Is that what you're
No.
My G.
My guy.
My homie.
Homie. Homer Slice.
Home slice.
I'm nobody's slice. Okay, number 7.
My brother always called me.
How do I round to the nearest million?
Cents.
Where's the million place?
At the 0.
You should look at the problem before you talk.
Not 0.
On 6.
All right, which 6?
The one at the front.
Okay, so here's what I do. Just write it out, circle the stinking millions place, okay? You guys know where the millions place is, right? Okay, so, and then you're looking to the digit to the right. What's to the right of the circle digit? 6.
You don't.
So,
No.
5 or above, 5 or above, give it a shove. 4 or below, keep it low.
It doesn't.
Stop the
I
cat.
hate that rhyme so much.
Stop
Okay.
the cat.
Just because it's not
I
a
don't-
rhyme. Just the same word twice.
Yeah. It's like
I'm-
rhyming yeah with yeah.
Give it a shove. No, it's not.
Above,
The low and
show.
low.
Below is not the same word as low.
Yeah, it is. It's partly the same word.
It's got the
What
same
about-
root word.
If it's yellow, keep it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh my god.
Have you heard that?
Yes.
That's what we had in our, because we were in a drought in Santa Barbara when we were in college. So we had signs in the bathroom that says, if it's yellow, keep it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh, guys, we used to try.
So basically, only flush if you poo. If you pee,
Yeah, I
don't.
think we got it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, Mr.
I understand the joke.
Poop is brown.
No.
Uh,
No, wait.
I don't think you can say that on the internet.
I don't think so.
Demonetized.
Okay,
He just got demonetized.
so what's my answer here, guys? If you don't have to do the little rhyme, but you have to figure
Right. It's true.
And we got
27 million. You guys understand how to rhyme? How to round?
There we go.
Does that make sense? 27 million? Because this 6 is more than halfway.
Yeah.
30
So
million.
now it's 20. If it was 10 million, it'd be 30 million, but it's to the nearest million. So you just move that one up. Okay.
All right.
All right, number 8.
You don't.
Good guess.
No.
1/7 of, there is a you don't answer in this somewhere. How do you say 1/7?
You don't.
You're reading
1 over,
number,
no,
wait,
not
Mr.
yet.
Flack,
I'll
you're
tell you
reading-
when you can say it.
Mr. Flack, you're reading number 9, but you wrote down number 8.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, if Emerson would have gotten that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You
come
should have
on.
told me. Okay.
Oh, I don't know why I erased 8. Okay, number 8. How do you write this in scientific notation? What's the first step?
You don't.
You put the addition one? No.
Move the
There's no
decimal
you
or
don'ts in
something.
this one.
Move the
Okay, where do you
decimal.
put the decimal?
Behind the
To the first.
in between
Yeah,
the two
right
eights.
there. Yeah.
So 8.02985.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first step. How do I make it equal to that?
You don't.
Not yet. I'll let you know, Xavier.
What? Oh yeah, you have to put times 10 to the something.
Okay, how do you get this decimal from here to here?
You
3
don't.
times.
10 to the third. So
Okay.
this is the exponent. So if you multiply by 10 3 times, remember when you multiply by 10, you move the decimal over a place?
Yeah.
Well, you have to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3 to the right. So you have to multiply by 3 tens. Okay? So that's where that comes from.
You just got burger.
Does this make sense, guys? Can you handle a problem like that?
Yeah. For sure, dog.
Okay, number 9. How do you say 1/7? That's 1/7. How do you say of?
You know.
Not yet. What number is, so how do you get n by itself?
You don't.
It's gonna take them forever.
Mr. Flack, are you okay?
You just,
Please.
you just do some division.
We're gonna be
Okay.
here for a while. Yeah, do some.
All right, you ready?
Here we go, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yep.
How do you divide fractions?
You don't.
It's like that annoying kid on the plane.
All right.
You know that one kid that had his events on under his.
Okay, so guys, please, please, please don't copy dot flop. You're flopping what you're dividing by. See how you're not dividing by 5, 6. You're dividing by 1/7. So you're going to copy
Incredible.
dot flop the 1/7 because you're dividing by 1/7. So when you flop 1/7, it's 7/1.
Okay.
Okay, so what's n?
Oh.
Got it.
What is it?
35/6.
Good.
Good job. I was gonna say that.
And you can just leave it like that because there's nothing that goes into 35 or 6. I mean, you could say 5 and 5, 6 if you want to, but you can just leave it improper because that's what you are.
Okay.
All right.
Get right.
Why is there 4 squared?
Yeah.
Did you just notice that?
Sorry, I'm kinda
Captain
slow.
Observant?
Hey, Mr. Flack,
Good
I got
job.
an idea.
We should play Foursquare.
Yes.
After class when no one's doing homework.
So it was foosball in the last room. Now it's Foursquare.
Ben knows my four squares.
I don't think the other Mr. Flack would appreciate it.
Just bring up all of exactly insane.
I know. It's a
He's your brother. You should tell him to go.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, guys. You ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
I'm just gonna replace the X's with 2 and the Y's with 25 and the Z's with 2. Okay? You guys good with that?
Yeah.
So that little X is a 2. The Y is 25 plus 25.
Ben,
Z
what were the
is
teams
2.
in basketball?
Okay, so how the heck do we do this?
You don't.
No. You solve the.
You do the yeah.
But I'm not honest.
What's the second root mean? What does that mean?
You have to find
5.
the squared or something.
Do you guys know how to do this?
No.
And
No.
usually we see it where we don't
So
really
easy.
need that 2 there.
Okay, then answer the question, Nathan.
Okay, the answer is the 130.
Well, not 130. So
Yeah.
5 plus 625 is 630.
What?
Wait, what?
Because this is 25 times 25,
Oh, I
right?
didn't know
You
we
can
were
do
adding
that on a
that.
calculator. Take those earbuds out. 25 times 25 on a calculator is 625. Okay?
Okay.
So then, you guys know this? You know what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The square root of 25 is what number times itself equals 25?
Yeah,
It's
but what's the
5.
2 mean?
So then your final answer is 630.
Well, where did the 2 go?
Well, the square root, you don't really need the 2
Oh,
there.
okay.
Because if you just see a radical, it's implied that it's talking about the square root.
Okay.
Okay, number 11.
You're fat.
Okay, so we can do this. This is just one little step at a time. Make sure you follow the order of operations. What comes first in the order of operations?
Yeehaw. Parentheses.
Ooh, that last symbol is a division symbol. Be careful. You copy the problem down correctly. Okay, so we're going to do parentheses first. Always P first. So what's that?
What's number 12?
12. Everything else I'm going to copy down because I just want to be sure that I do it right.
Are you sure it's 12? So 6 plus 5 minus 1 seems like 10. I don't know.
Well, it's all addition, right?
Oh, there's a.
Okay. So now what do we do after parentheses?
Exponent.
Exponents and
Multiplication.
roots.
Square roots.
81.
Okay. So remember how multiplication and division, you do at the same time? Same thing with squares and square roots and exponents and roots. Okay, so what's this?
5.
5. And what's this? 81, I heard. Good job. Everything else stays the same.
Whoa.
Now what do you do next?
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
And division.
Yep. So we're going to do these 2 problems next. What's 9 times 81?
I'll get it.
That's a big number.
270.
729. What's 6 divided by 2? 12 divided by 6?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
oh,
big.
oh,
That's
no.
That's a big.
Oh,
All right.
really?
That's
So
a
you
biggie
got
cheese
9
number.
minus 5 plus that minus.
Cheese.
So guys,
Ain't you and butter
this
brother?
looks like not a terrible problem, right? At first, because they're nice little numbers, whatever. But what's going to get you is order of operations. Make sure you follow the order of operations.
Yeah, it's not very hard. So there's that.
So now left to right, you get 4 plus 729 is 733. Minus 2 is 731.
Who guessed it? Honestly.
I got it.
Yeah, I got that yesterday.
Okay, so guys, please go slow. If you did that on your calculator, you would get it wrong. Do you know why? Because your calculator can't tell how to do most order of operations. You have to tell it what order to do it in most of the time. And you can do that by using parentheses and stuff like that, but don't take your chances. Write it out. Go one step at a time, okay?
Yeah.
Number 12 is next.
We should let Benson get out.
What's that?
50.
It was still half an hour.
Okay, so this is just fractions. Now, you know what's really tempting?
What?
I see that 1/2 plus 1/2. Do you see it in number 12?
Yeah, but you can't.
Can I just say 1?
No.
No, why not?
Because you have to do
Because you have to do the
operation.
parentheses.
Yeah, order of operations says you have to multiply the 1/2 times whatever you get in that parentheses first, and then you add 1/2. Okay, don't fall for that. It's like a little trap. Don't do it. So let's do this first. I'm gonna just change this to improper just because I can. What is that? 23/7 minus 8/9. Okay, what do we do?
We on the constant.
Come to nom. Okay, so this is gonna be 63. Okay, how do I change that 7?
9.
Times 9, and this one's times 7, right? We'll start with that one, that's easy. Then you got 23 times 9. Xavier, what's 23 times 9?
23 times 9.
Calculator.
Calculator.
207.
207.
All right, 207. So now what? We can subtract now. So what's 207 minus 56? 207 minus 56.
151.
1/2 plus 1/2 all times
151.
151 60 turds.
Oi!
Almost.
Now what?
You
Then
said
you
turds.
multiply one.
I did.
Then you multiply 1/2 by.
Okay, this is easy, right?
Yep.
You just multiply 1 times 151 and 2 times 63. What is that, 126?
Yeah, something like
So you
that.
get 1/2 plus 151 over 126. Now what?
Oh, okay, you do it.
Then you.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Wait, isn't it just
Is
one?
that 10 out there?
The answer is 211. I think. No,
That's
212.
He's super sus.
Not that.
The
I
big
think you meant to say 214.
Then cross there.
So then you get 63 126 plus
He's alive.
151 126 to get
Wait, what?
214 126.
I thought I.
Are you done? Are you done?
No, you gotta reduce it.
Yeah, what goes into both of those?
2.
2. So let's take 2 out and you get 107 over 63. Is that it? I think so. So there's your final ugly answer. That was ugly because the fractions got all weird and messy.
Where's the funny?
Yeah, hand it over real quick.
Can I have the funny, please?
Yeah, let me just borrow it for a
I'll take all the funny in the
Do you
register.
have any funny that I can borrow? Oh, wait.
Yeah, you got any spare? What? Spare fun? Yeah, man.
Oh,
That's so good.
Everton has all the funny.
That's the way my bag. Okay.
You left your funny wallet at home?
No, at Subway.
Oh, dang.
Okay, don't look at the screen. Everybody looked at the screen when I said don't look at the screen.
Not me.
Wait, we're looking at the
If you
screen.
didn't
It's
say
like,
that, I
okay,
would
it's
have
not.
looked at
How do you
it.
find the volume of a prism?
You don't.
Prism?
Prism. So remember, prism's the same shape all the way up.
Multiplication.
Okay, what do you multiply?
You do the length times the width times the height.
If you had a rectangular
You just
prism,
did the height.
yes.
No, length times height divided by 2. No, because it's a prism.
No, Xavier,
It's front, back, left, right, top, bottom.
that is how you find the surface area. Good job. How do you find the volume?
You need to know the volume.
You need to know the bottom first.
Okay, so find the area of the bottom, the
Area of
base,
base times
the height.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, because if you find the area of the base, that's how many cubes you can fit on the base. But then the height tells you how many levels, so you multiply by the height.
My questions, I gotta go to the back.
So guys, write this down.
Can I go to the restroom?
No.
Go to the restroom. Can I go to the restroom?
Yeah.
Can I go to the restroom?
So guys, area of base times height. Once we get through this, you can pee freely. Okay?
Do I have a water bottle?
So here's the problem. How do you find the area of that base?
Mr. Flack, I'm gonna do my
You
lunch.
just do the
Just cheat. Playing the movies.
yeah.
So what is that? A 5 by 6?
So 5 times 6.
So do you see what I did? I broke that shape up into 2 rectangles. So now I'm finding the area of that base. What is that? 84 plus 30. So that's 114, right? Times the height. What's the height? Well, it tells you it's 16 millimeters high.
1 hour of sleep last night. I was up all night writing an essay.
So, Xavier, what's 114 times 16?
Yeah. I think Xavier really got it on this one. Really hit the nail.
Divided by.
No, 114 times 16.
I got it.
What is it?
1,824.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's what I got.
I think.
Okay, so it looks like millimeters cubed, right? All right, guys, does everyone see where we got this 114?
Yeah.
What does this represent?
I actually don't know.
Both of the shapes added together.
Yeah.
Okay, the area of the base total. Now there's 2 shapes, 2 rectangles, and we just found the area of those 2 little rectangles and added them together, right? Okay, moving on. Simplify. Ooh, this will be okay. So it's multiplication, subtraction, and division. What are you going to do first?
Subtraction.
Just if you just want to mix things up a bit. Yeah, let's improper all these mixed numbers. So 9/2 times 4/3 minus 3/2 divided by 3/2. Okay, so far so good?
Yeah. Straight cap.
Ready? So so we got to multiply first and then we can subtract. Okay? You're going to like this one.
No, we're not.
So how do you multiply? How do I multiply? Cross reduce. So the 2 and the 4 is 1 and 2. 3 and 9 is 1 and 3.
That's not.
So what is that? 6 over 1. And then how do you divide fractions?
You don't.
Okay, but look, what happens when you divide the same thing by itself?
Nothing.
It goes to 0.
Not 0. What's 5 divided by 5?
1.
1. How many 3/2 fit in 3/2? 1. So what's 6 minus 1?
4.
I was close.
Isn't that beautiful? We started with some ugly fractions and we ended up with this nice, cute little 5.
I wish it said 4. He was actually trying.
No, I wasn't.
What's 6 minus 1?
Should I be worried about this classroom?
Yes.
Very.
If you haven't been worried about this classroom since the beginning of the year, there's something wrong with you.
No.
Hey,
I've been
Michaela.
worrying about
Stupid
this.
different
whole
reasons.
You don't belong here.
Oh, that's
You haven't been worrying about us regularly.
actually that's probably a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, find the area. Okay. I don't know if you guys can do this. Are you smart enough to do
No.
15?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
How do you find the area of that thing?
But I know you are, so give me that.
11 times 12, and then you find the circumference. Well, the circumference, no, the area of half of that. Yeah. The,
Good.
yeah.
Okay, so area equals that rectangle plus the semicircle, right? Okay, well, the rectangle's easy. What's the area of the rectangle?
That's not a semicircle. That's
1
a D.
times 12.
That's a D.
11 times 12 is 132. Everybody okay with that rectangle?
Mr.
Yeah.
Flack,
Yes.
I'm gonna correct you on the board.
No,
Okay.
you're not. No way.
You didn't draw a half circle, you wrote a D.
Everybody stop the cap real quick.
Xavier just stole Ben's joke.
Yeah, you literally just stole my joke. It's not cool, man. Well, it wasn't funny in the first place, and then you stole it.
What problem's that?
I thought it was funny, but
Oh, okay.
just so you know. Good job, Emerson.
Yeah,
Whose joke was
It was mine.
yeah, it was Ben's. It was totally
it?
not
Okay, now,
100%
some of you guys know how to find the area of that half circle.
No, we don't.
You
I
do
would
the
say
same
most
times
of you
pi.
don't.
What is Nathan gonna do? Honestly.
So pi r squared is the area of a full circle.
And then you have to divide it by 2.
Okay, good. So this is pi r squared divided by 2. So that's 36 pi divided by 2, right? You see how I got 36? So this is 36 pi divided by 2. Let's reduce the 36 and the 2. What's 36 pi over 2?
Let's go.
18 pi. Can you guys do that on a calculator? What's pi? Ish?
0.14.
Yeah, it's about 3.14. So what's 18 times 3.14? Xavier
3 times 1, 3.14.
times 18.
Hey, Ben, you good?
3.14 times 13.
18.
Hello?
56.52.
Okay, so add them together and you get 188.52. And it's better to do this. What does this mean?
Hello.
What is this?
A rough
Weird.
estimate.
Roughly.
What does that mean? It's estimated. So let's see, what is the dimensions?
Is it me?
Feet. So we're doing area, so square feet. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, but Mr. Flack,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I do this faster?
When Pizza Lot gets back, yes.
Hey, I actually said it first.
Okay, but like, did we all ask?
I really said it first.
I didn't say the answer at all.
I've been recording this entire math class on voice memos.
Okay, here comes Pizza Lot.
It's actually called TikTok in the bathroom.
Yeah.
TikTok.
No,
is-
Snapchat.
Sir,
crops a lot.
Yes.
Ready to go to the nurse? What's
Me?
up? Yeah,
No.
okay.
Sir, crops a lot. What is that with the mask?
Oh my
Oh, I didn't want to put it on.
It's actually my turn to
Your
answer.
face.
Yeah.
Sir, crops a lot.
Maybe
You're
this
a
is how you put
capper
a mask
a lot.
on, ready?
Okay, guys, while Emerson's
Feeling
gone,
my question?
let's do 60. We got 5 more. Can we handle it? Can
Yep.
you handle it?
Yes, I don't like this.
12-ounce can costs $1.32. 32-ounce can costs $3.20. What's the lower unit price?
Yeah.
How do you calculate the unit price?
$1.30.
You don't.
No, you do.
So if 12 ounces is $1.32, how do you calculate the unit price?
You don't.
You multiply?
You do.
No, you don't.
Oh, you divide.
But do you?
Oopsies.
I do. He doesn't know.
I don't.
So 12 ounces for 132. So we want to know what it is for what? 1 ounce, right? That's the unit, is the ounce. So how do we get from 12 down to 1?
You don't. You divide.
You don't.
Divide by 12. So this is what we want. What's 132 divided by 12? That is 11 cents.
How about you don't?
You could just say $.11, that's 11 cents.
Or you could put 11 cents.
Okay, so this is 11 cents per unit, right? Now, what about a 32 ounce can for $3.20? How do you do that?
You say ants can.
Yeah, I screwed up, all right? Sue me. 320.
Flack,
There.
Yes.
I'm gonna correct you on the board.
Okay.
Can I come up there?
No.
Cap.
You're chewing with your mouth open,
What are
but
you doing?
you're not allowed anywhere near me.
Me?
What happened to Emerson? How does
So you put the slash in
No.
the cent sign, wrong. It's supposed to be at like a 45-degree angle.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
Prove you wrong.
guys, how do we figure out the unit price for this 32-ounce can?
Oh, you
Divide it
multiply
by
stuff?
11.
Oh, you divide stuff.
Wait, no.
So we want to get it down to 1 ounce, right?
Yeah.
So let's reduce the fraction. So divide by 32. Can you guys do that in your head? Do you know what that is? What happens when you divide 320 by 32?
You get 10.
You don't.
You get 10.
Oh, so I was right the whole time.
You don't. But you do.
It's
So which one is the better unit price?
The one that you just said.
Okay, so this. So you have to answer the question is which one has the lower unit price? It's this one, the 32-ounce can. Okay, can you handle that?
yep.
So to get through the unit price, you're going to divide. There's only a couple numbers on the paper, so you know what to divide, right? Do it. Yes, Xavier, question?
Can you wait to erase the board?
This side or this side?
Both.
Okay.
Mr.
Oh,
Flack.
because you
Scribble down the
were
answers real
stuffing your face.
I am
doing
gonna
that.
correct you on the board.
Yeah, go ahead.
You didn't finish the word pre-algebra.
No, this is not pre-algebra. This is pre-alg.
Oh, okay.
That's what this class is.
Free
You will take alg next year. If you no, you won't, because you probably won't pass this one.
Mr. Flack.
Yes.
I'm gonna correct you on the board.
Okay.
You see the Z in ounces?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I have a real question. So, up there with the homework is, you don't have the number off your test.
You wrote that.
You wrote that.
I know.
That's because the test number is different in every class.
I
So
have a
yes.
correction. So it says practice test 17, but for the homework it just says PT.
Whoa.
What is that?
Whoa.
I
They
figured
didn't
you
wrote
could figure it
that.
out.
70 plus PT plus test? What the? You forgot the equal sign in 70 plus PT plus test.
Yeah, I forgot a lot of things in
My
that.
brain hurts.
Like your dignity?
Yeah, like dignity.
Can I like take a nap now?
No. Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, just do it quietly.
Wait, are we done?
No.
I've got 4 more problems.
Okay, when we're done, I'm just gonna pass out.
That's fine. Just don't hit your head because I don't want to call the ambulance. That's annoying.
Not because you want you
Yeah,
to get better.
no problem,
Yeah,
Mr.
no.
Flack.
And it's not because I want you to get better, it's because you're annoying.
All right, number 17. This is the fish method, guys.
Be quiet.
But it's just,
Be quiet.
remember the multiplication, remember the fish?
I'm so good at
You
this.
did?
Okay, fish method, right? But you're gonna multiply fractions and then divide fractions. How do you do that?
You don't.
You don't. So you gotta make them improper first. So let's do that first, shall we? X
I love
over
this.
16/5. Everyone okay with me writing 16/5 there?
No, take it down.
Illegal.
And then 3/4 over, how do you write that as an improper? 15/4. Everybody okay with that?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what's our fish look like?
A fish.
What are we fishing?
goldfish.
A shark.
It's a fat one.
A rainbow trout.
So what do I write?
That is not a rainbow.
That is not a fish.
What do I write?
16.
16
Fish
fifths
times 3/4.
times 3/4
That
divided
would
by
be
15/4.
16 and the 4 reduced.
Okay, but let's not do that yet because it's more fun to deal with this first. So let's write it all as one big multiplication problem so we can cross reduce all the way across. Copy, dot, flop. So now I can have a lot of fun with my red marker. What do I do?
Uh-oh.
The 4's cancel.
Oh, they don't.
What else?
15.
Nothing.
3 and the
What
15.
did you do?
I will be currently using
Some
the
red shroom.
press red button.
Nothing else, right?
No.
Which is kind of disappointing, but okay. 16
So-
over 25 and
Press
you're
red
done.
button. Vote out sus guy. And then you realize.
Do you see
you're
it?
Sus guy.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, number 18.
100%.
Same answer, same problem, right? So we got 2/5 over m. So you have to find m. Then 1/5 over 2/5.
Mrs. Flack, I bet you don't know this problem. What's a minus b plus 3?
A minus b
What is
plus
A and
3.
B equal?
A minus b plus 3 is a minus b
Hey
plus
guys,
3.
what's 50, 118, 188, and 50? Okay.
Okay, guys.
By that standard, A is 3.
Well, if they don't give you a and you can't solve for a, you have to leave it a.
Henry.
Okay, how do I fish? What's my fish?
You don't.
A cod.
You multiply 2 fifths.
It's a rainbow trout. It's clearly a rainbow trout.
1/5. It's a weird
So,
shit fish.
2/5 times
It's a whale.
2/5 divided by 1/5.
No, it's times. It's
Hey,
times
what's
5.
Okay, so far so good?
What did the thing before 11?
Oh
Fine,
God, I dropped my pencil.
Yeah, the answer is 2 125th.
So I'm gonna copy dot flop. Everybody okay with that?
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
I'm changing the
Actually,
whole
Copy
answer.
dot flop. So now look what happens. Blip, blip. So you're just left with 2 times 2 is 4.
4 fish.
Illegal.
5 times 1 is 5. How's that feel?
Good.
Really weird.
It's okay.
Okay, 2 more and we're done.
Yay.
Yes, be quiet.
Yep. No, it's gonna be quiet.
Shut up, Austin.
Austin, shut up.
Can
Come
Ben,
on,
can Ben
Austin.
stop talking?
Like, can Ben stop talking?
So annoying right now.
Ben's so annoying too.
Can you
Ben and
stop
Ben
watching
Austin.
TikTok, Nathan?
Me?
Yeah. Can you stop watching TikTok right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, no, hey,
Hey, get off Instagram. Get off Instagram, Emerson.
No,
that's people fishing.
not possible. I am physically incapable of eating.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
guys, this is a little bit more advanced, but you have to solve this equation. We call this a 2-step equation. Why do we call it a 2-step
It
equation?
takes 2 steps.
Yeah, because you have to
It
get rid
takes 2
of.
steps to get X by itself.
That's right. You have to get rid of 2 things. What do you want to get rid of first?
Heavy duty.
43.
43.
Yeah, the 43 is the easier target, right? This 19 is a little too close to the X. So we have to snipe him from far away and we move in a little closer.
These are
Take out the
worst words.
19.
You take 19 out with your tactical knife.
Yep, you could do that. Just don't hurt the X. How do you get rid of minus 43?
You add 43.
Yep, this is the kryptonite.
57.
So 19x equals 57. Now what?
You
You
multiply.
have to divide
Divide.
19, 57 by 19.
Oh, I just took them out.
Throw away, throw away.
Oh, poor
That's it.
3.
So 2 steps and you're done. Okay?
Guys, it's 3.
This is algebra. This is solving equations in algebra. If you guys know how to do this, you're in very, very good shape.
Will this help me in the Marine Corps?
No.
Yes, it will.
Ben, what did you do in the bathroom?
Practice shooting.
Ben, why are you so annoying?
Ben, can you please be
Ben,
quiet?
shut up. Stop
Ben, why
talking.
are you talking?
Among Us?
Austin, be quiet.
Austin.
Come on,
Mr.
Austin.
Flack.
Michaela, be quiet.
Among
Tell
Us.
Austin to stop. I'm just
Mr.
not
Flack,
gonna
stop
listen
talking
anymore.
so loud.
I know.
Mr. Flack, can you please stop yelling? It's kind of loud.
It's disturbing my conscience.
Okay, so I wrote these vertically because it's easier, I think, to add fractions vertically. Because what do you have to do first?
Denominator.
Okay, common denominator. You guys, instead of just multiplying all these together, can you tell me what all 3 of these numbers go into?
24.
24.
24. Everyone see that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, how many times does 2 go into 24?
Yes.
12.
12. So 1 times 12 is?
56.
How many times 12 go into 24?
2.
So 7 times 2 is?
56.
How many times 8 go into 24?
2.
So 3
3.
times 3 is?
56.
9.
Come
So-
on.
56.
Add them all together?
You get 56.
No,
Wait,
actually,
when did the answer was
I know.
actually 56?
you get 35 24ths. But what's the problem with that?
There's no 56.
It's improper.
Yeah, which is okay by itself, but since we have to add these whole numbers anyway,
Yeah.
we don't want to say 7 and 35 24ths. So what do we have to do?
8.
8 and something.
Yeah, so how many
Eight
times
is
is
like
24 going to 35? Goes in
56.
one time.
Remainder.
8 and 11.
Yeah, so then we get 1 gets carried over here, and then the 11
Why are you
It
doing all
equals
that?
8 11.
is right
You
here.
can just drag 56.
The 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8, and 11 24ths.
Emerson, the answer is not 56.
What do you
Emerson,
mean?
you're sus.
Okay, put my grade.
This is
This sucks. Who's this sussest in class?
Okay, guys, how does this feel?
Good. I feel amazing.
You guys feel like you can ace this test?
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
just do it before Tuesday night at midnight.
Can you
Flack.